missed it.
All right now. Come on, boy. Yeah. Good boy. Yeah.
Indeed. Welcome to the KCHW Morning Show for Wednesday, July 15th. I'm Chuck Ritchie. We are here with my lovely co-host this morning, Miss Sharon Ludwig. And we have our guest in the studio today, Shane Fairweather. Good morning, Shane. Good morning, Sharon.
Good morning.
Yeah.
I don't have us on Facebook.
Oh, there's a delay.
I know that. You tell me that every time, but it should pop up.
It surprises you every time.
Every time.
You can be sitting next to somebody and your phone can pop up faster than theirs, or vice versa.
Paula's is always ahead of mine.
Who knows in the world of Facebook? Anyway, let's go ahead and get the show started. It is, like I said, Wednesday, July 15th. Do you believe it's the middle of July already?
It's hard to believe. Yeah.
Actually, July for some reason feels like it's going slower than the rest of the summer. I guess that's good to sort of slow us down a little bit in the middle of summer. And
well, we had a week packed full of stuff that really made it slide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Made it slide or made it feel like an eternity.
Yes. Absolutely.
Stuff happening every day for 10 days. No, but it was a great time, and a huge thank you to everyone that made all the stuff happen. And I know she doesn't like taking all the credit for it, but Miss Paula for organizing all that stuff and making sure it happened. She may not have individually organized each and everything. A lot of folks were involved. The chamber, the Courtside Brewery, the radio station. Lots of people helped with a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But
Center for the Arts,
Creative
District,
exactly.
Yeah.
But Paula was the one kind of spearheading the whole thing. So
right.
Huge thank you to that.
And asking people to be part of it.
Right.
Yeah, that was a big deal. I mean, I'm not going to go ask people. I'm kind of a shy person when it comes to asking somebody something. Yeah.
Are you sure about that, Sharon?
I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
People just volunteer to help you because they want to.
That is exactly right.
That's the key.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also Summerfest, huge success. We had a great time. Lots of great music, lots of great vendors. Thank you so much for everyone for putting that on. Wait, are you on our website?
No, I'm on Facebook.
Oh, look like you're on the website.
I went to Facebook.
Oh, interesting. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we might be a little further delayed on the website. Yeah, and also a huge thing. Yeah, for Summerfest, there was a lot of great stuff happening. All the bands that played. Man, we had a great time. Shane, thank you so much for all the help, and Craig for running sound, making everybody sound great. It was really, really a great show. We had the On-Call Cowboys playing last. They ran a little late, but man, we had a good time.
That's good.
It was a ton of fun.
That's good.
Yeah. So with that said, let's go ahead and take a look at the weather, see what we got coming up. Speaking of Summerfest, we had a really nice break in the day. I don't think you would ask for a Summerfest in July for better weather than that.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was mid-80s, a little overcast, nice breeze blowing. It was perfect weather.
Yeah. Well, I went to southern Idaho we left on Thursday and got home on Monday for a big family reunion.
Yeah.
Out of 6 siblings, 5 of us were there. One was on a mission for our church, and we had 75 people. But the weather was high 90s, low hundreds. But the place where we stayed, of course, was air conditioned, and we floated a river, and we were at hot springs, and we did the hot spring stuff, and we just had a great time. And I knew I was missing everything, but when somebody else is planning a family reunion, you show up when they're planning it. If you want to see your family. Yeah, we had people come from Washington D.C. and Texas and Montana, Washington. Yeah, it was great.
Oh, wow.
But I knew I was missing out. So, tell me some more about the Summerfest.
I don't go to family reunions anymore. I get one half we don't get invited to, and the other half things got a little weird quite a long time ago.
Oh,
so we
that's
stopped
too bad.
doing that. Hope none of you guys are watching. Listen, I love you.
Yeah.
but yeah. The rest of Summerfest.
Yeah, tell me.
Oh yeah.
What
So
else happened?
we had like I said, we started off. We had a great ceremony with the brass band, the Chihuahua, the Chihuahua Brass Quintet.
Yeah, I love them.
Yeah, they did a great opening ceremony. We had the American Legion doing the flag folding ceremony. then kick things, or not the flags, but the presentation of the colors, rather,
Right.
not the folding. That was a different show. And then we had kick things off with the Veterans Pride Band with Marvin. That always are a lot of fun. After that, we had a rousing performance from the Stephen County Stompers.
Oh, I like them.
Oh yeah, that was a lot of fun. Then we had we have the Dinosaurs performed, which are always a lot of fun. Mike, the Jim Bury Band, and we had, let's see, after that, my brain is just drawing a blank. I know we had more performers than that. I just can't even dial up noises. But I do know that we finished up the evening with the On Call Cowboys. The Bradley's Taekwondo folks had a really nice performance. So the one thing we had a lot of fun with was the donut eating contest.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that beforehand.
Yeah, sponsored by Brandon Cook State Farm, which was a ton of fun. Oh man, we got this whole metal apparatus there with donuts hanging off of it, and it was fun to see the different techniques. There was there were some that were really being methodical about it and really kind of had thought this through. You could tell. There was the some doing sort of a whirly bird technique that didn't really amount to much. And
so how did this happen? I mean, the donuts were on a string.
Donuts were on a string.
And could you touch them with your hand?
You cannot. You cannot touch the donuts with your hand. And then you have to keep your hands behind your back or on your sides, or some people tuck their hands under their shirt. One gentleman, his donut unfortunately fell off the ribbon and landed on the ground, so he then proceeded to get down on his knees and eat the donut out of the grass. He got some extra fiber with that one. Still wasn't able to win, but it was a ton of fun. We had 3 age groups, and there were prizes from the chamber. It was a great time. Was had by all.
Okay, and how was the children's pavilion? Did you get over
there?
there?
I was not even able to make it over there at all. I was so busy all day, but I heard great things about it. Of course, you know it went great.
Oh yeah, they've got some really talented people that work with kids so well. Yeah.
No, it was the whole day was a lot of fun. Everyone had a great time. Like I said, lots of great vendors, and all the vendors I talked to seemed to be doing pretty well. It was a pretty well attended. There was a pretty big crowd, and we weren't able to get a shade cloth in time to cover the whole seating area and everything like has been in the past for Chautauqua. But we were able to get some tents up, so there were at least some shaded parts to sit. So
I think that shade cover has given up the ghost.
Oh yeah, it's still back there. If you
unfold
that thing, it just turns to dust in your hands.
Yeah.
It's a little past its prime.
Yeah, we had talked. Community Celebrations had bought it, and we'd talked about buying a new one, but they're pretty expensive,
Oh yeah, and of course it weighs about 1,000 pounds. So if it's not hung properly and won't hold itself up there, it'll fall on everyone and trap them like a cartoon.
Yeah. So that's good, but even here in Chihuahua, you have those great days, and we still have great days coming.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We never run out of things to do in Chihuahua.
Never. We got lots of stuff coming up too.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's take a look at the weather first here, because it is gonna be hot.
Where is Paula and her hot?
It's gonna be hot.
Yeah.
All right. So today we've got a high of 95 degrees, 65 degrees overnight with partly cloudy skies. Then 97 for the high tomorrow, continuing to warm up. 63 degrees for that overnight low with partly cloudy skies. About a 2% chance of rain, so you might get 2 or 3 sprinkles out there if we're lucky. Then 92 degrees on Friday with a high of 60. Sunny skies, a chance of rain at about 13%, so that's not nothing. Then we've got 0% chance of rain on Saturday, still in the 90s with a high of 91, 58 overnight. Then on Sunday, a high of 93 degrees, 62 for the overnight low. Then 98 degrees on Monday. It's going to be scarily close to those triple digits. Monday evening, same temperature Tuesday and Wednesday as well. Then overnight, looking like a low of 67 all 3 nights as well. So it's going to be hot during the day and staying pretty warm at night as well.
Yeah.
Then it's not dropping down too much. 97 degrees on Thursday of next week with sunny skies. So
yeah, I'm looking ahead, and the 3-on-3 basketball is on the 25th, and it's still 92. It's going to be hot for those kids.
Yeah, it's
everybody watching.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. That's a hot one to be outside playing basketball.
Yeah, we don't get a break in the weather till the 27th, and then it's only 89, and then it looks like it goes back up.
Goes back up into the 90s.
Yeah.
You know, I don't trust it that far out. Maybe we'll get something.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Maybe
true.
we'll get something
So we
that'll
just
be
go out
nice.
a week. Yeah.
Yeah. Man, oh man. It's going to be a hot one, so stay cool out there, everyone. Make sure to check on your friends and neighbors. Make sure everyone's doing okay. And if they don't have an air conditioner, maybe invite them over for hanging out, you know?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
you know, I always found when I was living somewhere with no air conditioner and it was hot, I'd spend a lot of time going to the movies. Because
Perfect place.
movies always had the air conditioning.
Yeah.
You could sit in there and
Yeah.
get some snacks, yeah. Or go to the mall and just hang out all day in the air conditioning.
Well, and then you get wet towels and put them on your neck and, you know, all those kind of things that
Oh, yeah.
you do. Or you can get moisture and put it in front of a fan, you know, and
Yeah.
the fan will blow.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I've got this little tiny fan I got off Amazon that has a little button that you can push that does like the fog, like a humidifier.
Uh-huh.
And that's in the middle of the fan, and you can be outside and it can be 90 degrees and you can get cold sitting in front of that thing.
Oh,
It's pretty nice, yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice. I like it. But it's a little tiny thing. It's good for like one person at a time. All right. So today on our Chihuahua Valley Lions Club calendar, it looks like we have Jalen Shelton, Jenny Wilson, Darcy Caruso, Rod Shannon, and Christine Perry with birthdays.
All right.
So happy
Right.
birthday, everybody. You ready to sing the song with us?
No. But I will try.
Am I going to have to sing it myself?
Yeah.
All right, ready? Happy birthday, happy day, happy birthday,
Yay.
hey. I look over Sharon, she's just moving her lips. I can hear you when you're not singing, Sharon. I love it. All right, so that was our community Chihuahua Valley Lions Club calendar. You know, I don't know when, but I know it's got to be coming up soon. They're going to start taking submissions for next year.
Yeah.
So I do see quite a few days this month with no names on the calendar. So if your name and your anniversary is not on that calendar, you can get a hold of them in the fall.
Yep. And you want it read on the newspaper, read on the radio. But
Yeah.
I think in the newspaper they put it there too, above the events, above Gino's Remember When. Often I see birthdays.
I think they do, yeah.
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 Yep.
All right. So with that said, let's go ahead and get into some local events. You ready, Sharon?
Sure.
All righty.
Okay, today, of course, we have pickleball.
Do you want me to hit the horse again?
I don't care.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, at 8:30 up at the golf course, and those courts have been refinished, and so it will be a real fun thing if you haven't been there to see that.
Yeah, they've got them fixed up real nice over there.
Yeah.
And I know they are back up there officially. So congratulations
And then this evening, City Council is having a workshop at Rusty Putter. So they're back up at the golf course. They're not having, if you go to the City Council chambers, it's going to be locked up.
Yep.
The workshop, you can come. There's no audience comments, and there's no business being happening. We're just going to be learning and discussing a few things. I didn't bring the agenda. Shoot, I should have.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
But people are allowed to go?
Uh-huh. Any time there's a council working together, people are allowed to observe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
I will leave you guys in peace.
Oh.
But really appreciate it. I was at the Colville City Council meeting last night.
Oh.
And it was interesting to see the different ways they run.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The Colville City Council meeting was very, very straightforward, very matter of fact, very it went very quickly. I was in shock of how quickly they run through their meeting. Kind of impressive, really.
Yeah. Well, and what happens between pickleball and the city council meeting? You tell me.
Between pickleball and the city council meeting, well,
For today.
there is a reminder that the chamber newsletter is due. If you're a chamber member, you can submit your items. But I'm blanking out. Is there something I'm missing?
I don't know. I just, sometimes we have things that are happening locally.
Geez, I thought you were quizzing me.
No, I'm just checking with you.
No, I don't have anything on my calendar.
Okay.
But then
in the chamber calendar, they say that there's a women's Bible study. I don't know where that's at or anything. It says at noon.
Okay, I've got that on Friday, but they said they're looking for a location. So
Oh, so maybe they don't have it anymore.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
But yeah, so then
And then we go to tomorrow, unless you have anything else for today.
nope, that's it. That's all I've got.
Tomorrow is July 16th, more on the second half of the month. And we have a lot of things that are happening every Thursday. So what have we got, Chuck?
What have we got? Well, we have the Senior Citizens Potluck and Games. That's happening the third Thursday of every month from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Where the first and third Thursday rather of every month, where senior citizens from Chewelah Valley and Springdale are able to join on the first and third Thursday for games and a potluck. Of course, that happens again from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Valley Fire Department building.
Yeah. And we have the food bank.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know the hours on that.
The food bank is open from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. That's at the Senior Center right here in Chewelah. And then, of course, there's tech help at the library from 3 to 4 p.m.
Yep.
Where you can be told what you're doing wrong by a snarky 12-year-old. I say that all the time, but that's not actually true. They're actually very helpful. They're very nice over there.
Yeah. Well, and their little brains, they just pick up on that, all the tech stuff.
Are you talking about kids or the people that work in the library?
Kids.
I think the people in the library have pretty big brains.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you were talking about 12-year-olds, and so I was talking about 12-year-olds. You know. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah.
And then, of course, we have Craig Meyer karaoke this evening, or that evening on Thursday. And where is that?
That's at the Oasis Tavern from 8:30 to 11:30, or whenever people stop singing.
Oh, I've not been.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Is it?
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Okay. So then Friday, of course, we start the morning with Chamber of Commerce out at the casino, Mystiqua, and that's open for anybody who'd like to come, but it's at 7 a.m.
Exactly.
And they have it early so that those business owners who want to come early and are busy, that they can come to the chamber. They've tried different times, you know. The noon chill with the chamber was popular. It's got a new name, though, now, doesn't it?
It does. It does. Now it is, what is it? What is it? I think it's, I've got it. We Connect Chewelah. It's been renamed to We Connect Chewelah, yeah.
Yeah, I guess they found out the bylaws. Unless we change the bylaws, they can't have other meetings, or something to do with that.
Well, that's the great thing about bylaws. They can be changed.
They can be if you really want to. I've worked on committees where we changed bylaws, and it's a
process.
It's a process.
It's definitely a process.
Yeah. And then after chamber, there is adult pickleball, 8:30 to 11, back up at the golf course, and the farmers market.
Yes.
Is there anything special happening this Friday at the farmers market? Do you know?
This Friday, I don't believe so.
Okay.
But yeah, that market does run from 11 to 3:30. We're gonna be there. KCHW is gonna be there with snow cones and music.
Yeah.
And we have tickets available. Raffle tickets for our guitar giveaway that we're giving away September 5th at the Rev It Up for the Radio Car Show. We'll be drawing that. We'll be drawing that lucky winner. So this guitar is hand built by local legend Randy Tron.
Wow.
He's an amazing bass player, multi-instrumentalist in town who builds his own instruments. Now he has been building instruments for I don't know how many years. He's got quite the collection of guitars and stuff at home. But yeah, this particular guitar, it's got a bunch of different types of wood in it. I know there's 2 stripes of Purple Heart. If you're a wood person, a woodworker, you know how special Purple Heart is, how expensive and rare that wood is. And all the components of it are just top of the line, top notch. It is absolutely stunning.
And will you have it there for people to see or not?
We will have a photo of it. We don't have the guitar in our possession yet. It's very valuable.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be schlepping that thing back and forth to the market every week and risk damaging it.
Right.
So
yeah.
But it's a spectacular piece.
And how much are those raffle tickets?
Those raffle tickets are $5. You can get those. We can only sell those in person.
Okay.
We're not allowed to sell those online, but we'll have those tickets with us at the market. Any event that we're at, we'll have those tickets as well. or you can contact us here at the radio station at 509-935-6627. Visit us on our KCHW radio Facebook page and send a message, or just stop on in if I'm here at the station and get a ticket from me. So yeah,
Nice.
really looking forward to this one. I haven't heard it being played yet, so I'm really looking forward to hearing it being played.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so what are some...
thank you, Randy, for doing that.
So what are some other activities that we have going on Friday?
Let's see. Well, we do have the sit and fit class before the market happening at Acres Chihuahua from 9:15 to 10 a.m. This is what is it? My brain just went to dial up noises again. Tuesday and Friday from 9:15 to 10 a.m. You can call 509-688-5808 for more details on that one. And then, of course, as we already mentioned, the farmers market, which I love. It's going to be a warm one, so maybe bring an umbrella or something.
Yeah.
Get yourself some lemonade or a snow cone. How about a snow cone while you're there?
Yep.
And then also we have the Walt Goodman Historical Museum is open Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And they, I have hours, but I'm not sure they're correct. Just watch for that sandwich board. They put it out at the highway. And speaking of the highway, they're out there striping. And so you want to watch where you're going. They've got some roads cut off.
Yeah.
Because they're doing the striping. And so you may have to just go around and just allow yourself a little extra time if you're crossing the highway, because you may not be able to cross where you want to.
Right.
You might have to go to the light or go to a different block. So,
I was trying to turn left on Lincoln yesterday, and I just, on autopilot, I wasn't even looking. I was in the lane. I was waiting to turn, waiting for traffic. I started to make my turn, and then I look over and notice the entire road was blocked off. I'm like, how on earth did I not notice that before?
Yeah. They started at the park, and they've got it striped. I noticed they've got all the parking striped. And then now they were working, they're almost to the school district office almost this morning. So I'm sure it will be quick. I'm interested to see how they end up striping, because we've been told they have bike lanes through town and everything. And that's good for people who ride bikes. For the 5 people in Chihuahua who ride bikes around town.
I think there's quite a few. I think there's a lot of people that didn't ride their bikes because especially the highway area is not very bike friendly. So
yeah.
I'm hoping to see people out there using it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I haven't ridden mine in a couple years. I just haven't done that.
Yeah.
So
maybe if nothing else, just to prove the naysayers wrong, get out there and ride your bikes, everybody. It's good for you. It's healthy.
Yep, that's right.
Although I will say when it gets above 80 degrees, my bike pretty much stays parked.
Yeah.
It's too hot for that.
Okay, then on Saturday, July 18th, now it's the last day to register. It's the deadline for the 3-on-3 tournament. And
Yes.
and you can go to Quartzite, spelled Courtzite, 3, that's the number 3, on 3, number 3 again, .com, and you can register. And it's a great event that you're going to want to bring umbrellas and do everything else, just like you're saying, and those cute little squirt bottles that have a little fan on them that you squirt yourself and your friends. Well, that was another thing on this family reunion. We were floating the river, and there was a fellow standing up because it went through some areas, and he had a bucket. He would lower the bucket into the river, pull it up, and then as you went by, he was throwing a bucket full of water on us. It was great.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. So I do know the Quartzite 3-on-3 tournament. It's just an amazing event. Like
It is.
the number of people that come to Chihuahua for this, the population of the town doubles, I think.
Oh yeah, because there's the amateur basketball players, and there's some of those that look mighty professional.
Oh yeah, there's folks in there that, man, they take this seriously.
But it's the same. It's the same way with Hoop Fest too in Spokane.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can't hear you very well.
You gotta get right in front of the center of that mic, Shane.
Okay.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, I avoid Hoop Fest.
Right.
Yeah. It's
This weekend also we're having a Special
Oh,
Olympics.
Shane, you got to talk in the middle of the microphone, not the end. There you go.
Here.
No, in the middle.
right.
There you go, right there.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay. This weekend we're having a Special Olympic fundraiser called Cop on Top on the 18th. and you'll be able to see us out there. It's either this weekend or next weekend. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, it's going to be from 1 to 5 o'clock, and you'll be able to see us out there. We'll have our uniforms on, and there'll be a scissor lift and people with squirt guns, and the cops and the firemen will be out there. So it's a local fundraiser for your local Special Olympics. So
Okay.
please come out.
When you're saying out there, where is it going to be?
Super One parking lot.
Oh, in Colville.
Yes.
Ah.
So tell us exactly what, I know you were telling me about this yesterday. It seems like kind of fun. What is the cop on top? What does that mean?
Basically, you pay $5 to have a squirt gun and a scissor lift, and you get to squirt your local police or fire department with it.
Ooh,
That's awesome.
How
Right.
fun.
And it goes to our local Special Olympic teams, so we can afford to go to regionals and state and get our uniforms and also get our transportation.
Yeah. So when are regionals in state? Are they coming up this summer or they are in the fall?
Pretty soon, yeah.
Okay.
So is this going to be like a high-powered like squirt gun that'll knock them off their perch, or is it just a standard squirt gun?
Just standard squirt guns.
Ah.
Do you remember in the 80s and 90s going to the water parks, and there would be like the perch with this insanely high-powered water gun that would
No, I don't remember that.
there was a water park in the Tri-Cities where there were 2 towers, and you would stand up on the top of the towers, and there were these 2 water guns that were so powerful you would knock each other off the towers.
Oh my.
And the tower structures were built out of wood, and the power was the wood, the water was strong enough to where from 20, 30 feet away, it would knock you flat on your back.
Wow.
And
wow.
I'm guessing the liability for something like that is impossible these days. I don't think that would be allowed.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. My kids would fill up
we had fun.
a regular garbage can, one of those 30-gallon garbage cans.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had the guns that you'd pull and pull the water, and then they'd run around squirting each other, It was
we have something like that, and just squirt guns and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
It's on top of a scissor lift, so it's going to be real fun.
Oh yeah.
good.
Hey,
Good.
Shane, stay in the middle of the microphone. There we go.
Okay,
Just
also-
live there, man.
On Saturday, besides those 2 events, the Colville Valley Animal Sanctuary drive-through vaccination clinic is on Saturday if you need to have your cats or dogs vaccinated. And it's very reasonably priced. You just have to get in line. Cats have to be in cages. Cages, is that the right thing? No, it's a carrier.
Yeah, cats have to be carriers.
Yeah.
Don't use the C word.
Oh, okay. Well, carrier is a C word.
We'll get phone calls.
Okay, they have
No,
to
we
be
won't.
in carriers,
Yeah.
and the dogs have to be on leashes. So that's, and then you can very reasonable. Now, I know that there's a certain, what does it take? No checks, cash or debit credit cards. I knew it was one way or the other. So, yeah, very
Oh,
reasonable.
my camera's a little floppy today.
Oh,
It's just kind of going wherever it wants.
okay.
That's fun. If you're out there watching online, it's you got to balance it. If it's not right upright, it'll just flop right on down.
And then also on Saturday is a local cheese history and tasting.
Yes.
From 4 to 6 at the Huff Building. And so I know you know a bunch of things about that. I've got a little flyer here, but tell me more.
I would that I could. I actually am not involved in that one. Setting up in it. I just know cheese,
Okay.
and I'm
so
excited about cheese.
I will tell you.
Please tell me.
Okay. It's free for Cheesawilla Club members. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Cheesawilla.
Cheese Wheeler. Love it.
Yeah, club members, or it's $10 each or $20 for a family. If you're not a club member, you learn about our amazing cheese history since 1926. I'm assuming that's the local history. And you taste cheeses, learn how it's made and aged. So
Cheese.
it says life, liberty, and the pursuit of great cheese.
These are important things in life.
From Columbia Community Creamery. And I'm assuming they don't have enough room to do it at their creamery, so that's why they're having it at the Huff Building from 4 to 6 p.m. on Saturday,
Yeah.
July 18th.
No, I'm looking forward to that one. That's I mean, cheese. Can we just say cheese again?
Cheese.
I love cheese. Cheese is good.
I think cheese has something in it that makes it addictive.
I think that's actually been proven to be true. I'm not sure, but I'm going to go with that.
Yeah.
I know it's true with chocolate.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, chocolate has compounds in it that make you react.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
really quick here. Good morning, Brittany. They're sharing how cheese is made and learning about the. Oh, you already read that. Learning about the 200-year history of cheese in this area since 1826.
yeah.
So I started reading it and realized you had just said that. But thank you, Brittany.
Yeah. Is
love it.
Brittany part of the cheese demonstration, or is she just?
I would assume so. Brittany, tell us if you're involved with the
She
creamer or
says
not.
she's going to be eating lots of cheese.
I know I will too. Well, she says we, so I'm assuming she's part of it.
Yeah.
So sorry if I've never met you. If I actually, even a bigger apology, Brittany, if I have met you and can't remember you, that's probably the truth of it.
Okay, so that should be a fun demonstration.
It will
I
be.
do not have anything else for Saturday, and then Sunday I
Do you
don't.
have anything for Saturday, Shane?
No, I do not.
All right. It's gonna kind of almost feels like a vacation.
Yeah,
I got no events and I get to go eat cheese.
yeah, and that is an event,
Right?
Yeah.
I do know we're going to. Well, I've got no events that I'm personally planning, which is kind of
Oh
nice.
yes. Oh, Brittany is the executive director. Cool.
Oh, see.
So she knows.
Now we've all got cheese on our face.
Yeah,
Thank you, Brittany.
yeah, and so I don't.
There's still time if you wanna head on over to the station. We can talk to you about it the second half of the hour. We don't have a guest on today, so there's that.
Yeah.
I say that and someone will walk in.
Sunday, then, the 19th, I don't have anything going on.
So we've got a few things
Okay,
on the
good.
19th. There's the worship in the park, where all are welcome to worship in the. There's a little typo there. To worship at the center stage in the park. This is hosted by the combination of the St. Paul Lutheran Church and UCC Chihuahua. So working
Now,
together.
is this a regular activity or is just a once in a while?
I think it's a special event.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure.
Do we have a time on that?
Oh, you know what? There is a flyer. Let me open up this flyer.
Okay.
All right, yeah. So that is it says the same thing. Community worship at the park. All are welcome. July 19th, 10 a.m. Chihuahua Center Park, center stage. So there you go.
But you didn't tell me what time, Chuck.
10 a.m. 10 a.m.
Or maybe you told me, but it didn't go in my ear and through to the brain. Sometimes things go in my ear and they fall out the other ear.
Sometimes things go in my ear and out of my mouth and never really go to the brain. So I'm not really sure.
Okay.
Sometimes I think my brain just falls out of my mouth and then I forget what I said entirely.
Oh, yeah. That happens. And also that day is women's cardio kickboxing. Where is that and what is that?
So that is at the new Arena Fitness, and you can sign up for those classes. You can get your membership at Arena Fitness. That's where the old gym moved to temporarily in the old. I'm not sure. I want to call it the Knitting Factory, but that's in Spokane.
Yeah, no.
The old textile
yeah.
building
It
place.
was K&L.
K&L, okay.
Yeah.
Over by the high school. Yeah.
Yeah, by the high school. Now, I saw a for sale sign in that area. Is it for sale or is it just land around it?
I'm not sure. I
Oh.
know at one point the whole building was for sale.
Yeah.
I would have loved to have had that.
Yeah.
Wouldn't the radio station? No, we love our building. We love where we are here.
Yeah. Well, I know we looked at it for a theater, and there was just at that time the fellow wasn't willing to sell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So-
I do love the size of the building. You could do a ton of stuff in there.
Yeah, I've been on a couple of tours in there, and at the time, the last tour I went, they still had sewing machines. They still had washing machines that they would do when they used to make jeans, and they would tumble them, and they'd turn different colors. What did they call that in my brain?
Dyeing them?
Yeah, but they did something when and they bleached them and stuff, and they had different colors. Yeah,
yeah.
There used to be a name for that. Well, so I got myself in
Stone washing?
Stone washing.
Yes,
yeah.
there was stone washing and acid washing.
Yes, they still had the machines there. They still had the cutting tables that were just fabulous. You know, these long, long cutting tables.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah.
And you are a what? The term is not sewer. That's not the word I'm looking for.
Well,
is that a word?
I do costumes, and you know what? When you make costumes, it ruins you for serious sewing.
That's a good point.
Because you just are trying to put things together so they look good on stage, and it has to be good for a weekend or 2 weekends.
So
Yeah.
stage costuming is to sewing what stage building is to carpentry.
Oh, yes. Yes, absolutely. The set building is not fancy carpeting. You're just putting it together to make it last.
I don't think OSHA
weekend.
has caught up with stage building yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't even say that.
Yeah, no, stay away. Stay away, OSHA.
Yeah.
It's all volunteer anyway. It doesn't count, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's exempt. It should be.
So then that was. Is there anything else going on Sunday?
I don't have anything on Sunday.
Well, this pickleball.
Oh yeah, of course, pickleball. Yes,
Yeah.
pickleball from 2:00 to 4:30.
Yeah.
For their Sunday pickleball. Mm-hmm. I haven't talked to them to make sure they're still doing that. I know they were doing that over the winter, but I don't see why not. But in this heat, 2 to 4:30 p.m. for pickleball. Ooh, that seems.
Yeah, I have a friend who does all this pickleball stuff. I should ask her and pin her down onto where it is.
There you
'cause
go.
I know they have a women's night because I was listening to her trying to encourage another friend to come, but I don't even know which day that is. But you know how you can find out? They have a site. You know, they have their Facebook site.
It is I'm not sure what it is. I know they have ChuilaPickleball.org.
Yeah.
But oftentimes you go there and it's not updated.
Oh yeah. So if you're an updater for things, you could volunteer to update the pickleball website. Yeah.
But we do love those guys. I just saw our good friend Mo Hander the other day, and I should have asked him about that, but I did not.
Okay. Well, let's go on to Monday, July 19th, pickleball, 8:30 to 11. And then also single deck pinochle at the Senior Center every Monday, 5 p.m. And the Brick Builders Club, 3:30 at the library. Now, I haven't heard if that's a different time because we're not in school. They had it after school, but I'm assuming it's still at the same time.
Mondays.
Mondays?
Yeah, the library's not open Mondays because of the cut-in hours because the levy didn't pass.
Oh, how sad.
But
we are open Tuesdays, though.
Okay.
But is the library? We had this question yesterday. We were discussing. Is the library open on Saturdays?
No, it's open from Tuesdays to Fridays.
Okay. So have they changed the Brick Builders Club to another time, or are they not having it?
I have no idea. I'll have to ask about that.
Okay, that would be good information. If you could find out, we would love that.
Yeah.
Because then we could pass it on to our listeners.
Yeah, I just found out just a couple days ago. I thought they were still open on Mondays, but yeah, that's very, 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 very sad.
Yes.
Yeah. And so
we need our library.
Yes, we love our libraries.
And that's Monday the 20th. I've got an error here. I have it written as Monday the 19th. Well, that's not true. So, yeah. And then...
in some alternate universe, it's Monday the 19th.
Yeah. And that's also the deadline to apply for this program that's coming to Chihuahua. It's not a program, but it's free legal help may be available. And it's from 1 to 4 on July 27th, but you have to apply by July 20th. Now, it will be at the American Legion building from 1 to 4 on that July 27th, and they will, it says WSBA. I'm not sure what that is. Washington State Bar Association. Okay.
Oh.
So it's some legal people are partnering with the Inland Empire Legal Aid to provide communities a one-day free legal services clinic for simple estate planning, simple wills, power of attorney, healthcare directives. It's by appointment only. They have limited appointments, but if you would like to know more, you can sign up for that. But the deadline is July 20th.
That's cool. Do you know what kind of legal help they're offering?
Well, it just says
Estate
wills, power of attorney, healthcare directives, and more.
Okay. You probably just read that and I wasn't paying attention, did you?
I did. It went in your
Yeah.
ear and fell out the other ear.
It did.
Yes.
I don't even know if it went in. I got my headphones on. I don't even know if it went in there.
Yeah. It's a one-day free legal services clinic for simple estate planning. So
Nice.
that if you... And you may have questions about estate planning, so that would be a good thing to sign up for and to help you. Because I know that even a simple will could cost you $400 or more. And
Yeah.
so to get free, everybody should have a will. If you have property, if you have children, you should
Yep.
have a will.
Yes.
Well, my father-in-law recently passed away, and I think one of the best things he left behind for my wife, his daughter, and my sister-in-law was having everything absolutely meticulously planned and in order.
That's the way, yeah.
So everything was written out. Everything was in. Of course, he was obsessed with it for quite a while. He always had one of those like break in case of emergency type plastic containers by his back door with a manila envelope in it that had all of his estate planning, all of his will and everything. He would update it yearly and make sure it was up to date.
Yeah.
And he was a very organized, very planned out, very neat and tidy person.
Yeah.
But yeah, when the time came, it was really nice to have all of that stuff in order. I mean, it still takes time after somebody passes to
But then you know what they really want, and you can
Exactly.
follow their wishes. And,
Exactly.
And that is important. Or if you have minor children, you need to have a will if something happens to you. So, like when we had minor children, we had one of our relatives in the will that would be taking care of our kids, and we had a different relative that took care of that would be taking care of finances. We just felt like that would be a check and balance,
yeah.
you know. And we don't have to worry about that anymore because our baby is, I don't know, 38 or something, you know,
Right.
and he can take care of himself.
Yeah, ours are old enough now to not have to worry about that part of it anymore.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
goodness.
But you still own a home, and so
do.
those kind of things, yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely it's important to have that stuff taken care of.
Yeah, yeah. And so if you are not in a position to pay for that, this is a good activity for you to at least find out.
It really,
you know?
really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that
Very-
was on the 20th. That was Monday the 20th, which is not very far away if you want to register for that.
And that's incredible they're doing that. I love that.
Yeah.
And I know attorneys can be very expensive and prohibitive.
Yeah.
So it says that
Right.
apply online at inlandempirelegal.aid.org, or you can call 509-477-6123. That was 509-477-6123. If you'd like to be part of this small town and rural council, rural day of service. So,
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. That is cool.
yeah, and so then we go on.
I don't care what you say about attorneys, Shane. They can be good people.
Tuesday, July 21st, is the Arts Guild monthly meeting over at the Center for the Arts, and it's at 5:30. And they welcome artists and people who would like to be involved. They do so many things, and they have a wonderful website to the Arts Guild, Truilla Arts Guild, to know what's going on.
And I do announce the Arts Guild meetings in my announcements, but I'm not 100% there. So they are okay if you want to go and just pop in and see what's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know I've been to a few of their meetings, and they're always a pleasure.
Yeah. And then I have that Saturday, July 25th, that 3-on-3 quartzite tournament. And the last one that I went to, I think this is this a third or fourth annual?
I believe this is the third annual
Third annual.
quartzite tournament. I just had it up here just a minute ago.
Okay. Yeah, because it was packed when last year. It just all those players and all those people watching, and it was hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And it's going to be hot.
yeah, yeah, And I have also that is the Friends of the Library book sale. Now, is that still on the last Saturday of the month? Do you know, Shane?
Usually it is, yeah.
Yeah. And it's over at the United Church of Christ.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I've just posted in the comment section on our Facebook page. If you're following along, or you can head on over there. You can visit Quartzite 3-on-3. It's spelled court like a basketball court, COURTZITE.
Right.
3on3.com to register, or I've again put that link in the comment section in our Facebook feed. And again, like you said, the 18th, you only have a few more days to get registered for that tournament.
Yeah, and on my flyer for the book sale, we're jumping back and forth here.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
Pay attention, everyone.
Yeah, I have that it's from noon to 4. Now, sometimes I've seen on Facebook that they've had different times, but the flyer that I have, and all proceeds benefit the library programs and improvements. So you can check with the library, or you can call 509-935-6805 for more information on their book sale.
There you go.
Yeah, and some people, there are people who don't want to check out a book. They want to have it in their hand and keep it. Yep. So the book sale is wonderful for those kind of people who want to get a book and keep it.
It is wonderful.
Or like at our house, where we like to put books on display and never touch them again.
Oh, or if you have dogs, yeah.
We have a shelf that goes from floor to ceiling when you first walk in.
Oh, how fun!
And we have tall ceilings, and we're about to add 2 more rows of books to the top of it because we have a broken bookshelf we need to get rid of.
Okay.
All right. So we also have on the 25th, which is the same day as the 3-on-3 basketball tournament, is the Faith Community Church Chewelah Children's Festival. That's happening at the Chewelah City Park from 11 to 4 p.m. There's going to be bouncy houses, a dress-up booth, dunk takes, hacky sack tournament, obstacle course, face painting, a prayer booth, food and vendors. Let's see. And then there's 11 to 3 is free kids activities and food vendors. And then 3 to 4 p.m. is a praise and worship concert presented by the Bustin' Loose Cowboy Church.
Yeah, and on the I think they've done that the same time as the 3-on-3 before, and I've seen people walking from downtown to the park, which isn't really very far.
Nope.
No, it's really...
And to be able to enjoy that between their game. Oh, shoot.
You okay
I
there?
Got the hiccups here.
Take 3 deep breaths and hold the third one in.
Okay.
So if you have any questions about the Kids Festival, you can contact Pastor Scott Hoberg at the Faith Community Church at 509-936-2737. This is sponsored by the Abundant Life, Addie New Life, Bustin' Loose Cowboy, the Cottage Fellowship, the Faith Community, and the Seventh-day Adventist Churches. That's a bunch of them getting together to do that.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
And then out there little ways, I'm going to tell you that Thursday, July 30th, the Teen Conservative show, Peter and the Starcatcher, is their opening night. That's on a Thursday.
Oh, the Teen Conservatory.
Yeah,
I thought you said Teen Conservative. I was like, oh, is this like
I might have said that.
Is this the Young Republicans putting on a show?
Conservatory. And Jessica Setti is the director. The kids are learning. My goodness, I was there a little while for their rehearsal last night. They're learning songs and dancing and their parts and everything. It's going to be a great show. It's what it is. It's a show about Peter Pan before he became Peter Pan. Yes. How he became Peter Pan, from being an orphan to being Peter Pan.
Now, what is this one called?
It's called Peter and the Starcatcher.
Peter and the Starcatcher. Now, I've heard of talk of this. That I keep hearing him talk about the Peter Pan show, and so now that makes sense.
Yeah, and then in the fall, the stage time will be doing Peter Pan. So then you get to, if you see this, you see how he becomes Peter Pan, and then in the winter in December, you'll be able to see the Peter Pan show.
So this is kind of the prequel.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Very cool.
And the times are a little different. So opening night, Thursday, 7 o'clock. Friday, 7 o'clock. Saturday, 2 and 7. And Sunday, just 2.
Yeah.
So the matinee is on Saturday instead of on I mean, there's 2 matinees, Saturday and Sunday, but no night show on Sunday.
Okay.
So that's
okay.
a little bit different. But
I got you.
Yeah.
And the Teen Conservatory, they always put on a great show.
They do. They really
do.
Yeah, we're working on costumes, and some of them are different, and some of them are great, and some of them are crazy. We're just pulling costumes. They were working on it yesterday, and I was there for a while, too.
Now, for the kids that want to get involved in the Teen Conservatory, how do they go about doing that?
You have to have taken stage time.
Okay.
At least once. And stage time, of course, is a 3-month course and very reasonably priced.
Mm-hmm.
There are scholarships available for those who really want to that can't afford it. And so during that 3 months, you have 3 months worth of classes, you have rehearsals, you learn about theater and about the drama and, all the ins and outs of being a theater person.
Yeah.
And so that's why the Teen Conservatory, you have to have gone through that because she doesn't have time to teach you all the basics.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and what are the ages? Say you are a teenager, you're 16, 17 years old, you want to join the Teen Conservatory, but you've never done stage time. Can you still, is it too late? What is the cutoff age for stage time?
Stage time is for anybody from about 3 or 4 all the way through high school.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? We are running late to get on our break. We got to take our break.
Well, you could have told me that, and I would have quit talking.
I'm telling you right now.
Okay.
We got to thank our sponsors. I didn't realize it was so late either. We got to thank our sponsors, listen to some news, and we'll be right back for the second half of the morning show in just a few minutes. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. This is our KCHW Morning Show right here on KCHW 102.7, your Northern Lights Public Radio.
It's 8:20.
You're listening to Northern Lights Public Radio on 102.7 KCHW. Chewelah, Colville, Kettle Falls.
Your KCHW Morning Show is made possible by donations from
Colville Toyota. Colville Toyota, located at 160 West 3rd Avenue in Colville, offers new and used vehicle sales with a Toyota Express Maintenance Center for service. Vehicle sales are open 8:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday, with service open 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Friday, and 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. on Saturday. More information on Colville Toyota's vehicle inventory and services available at colvilletoyota.com. Colville Toyota, a small-town dealership with a big heart.
And by
LMK Floors in Chewelah, serving Chewelah and the surrounding areas. Located at 110 East Main Street in Chewelah, next door to Bradley's Taekwondo. Locally owned and operated, LMK Floors provides sales of floor coverings, blinds, and countertops for a variety of home and business projects. Open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. LMK Floors, now open at 110 East Main Avenue in Chewelah. LMK means let me know. More information about LMK Floors can be found at lmkfloors.com or by calling 509-936-9099. KCHW would like to thank LMK Floors for their support of public radio in Stevens County.
Programming brought to you by Ryan Moore, your Edward Jones financial advisor in Deer Park, Washington. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Edward Jones is a firm that helps individuals and business owners achieve their financial goals. More information is available at edwardjones.com or by calling 509-276-2974. Edward Jones, member SIPC, with locations in Deer Park and Chewelah.
This is KCHW 102.7.
The Public News Service Tuesday afternoon update. I'm Mike Clifford. Protests broke out in Midford, Maine, following the fatal shooting of a 26-year-old Colombian man who was authorized to work in the U.S. He's been identified as Juan Sebastian Guerrero. DHS Guerrero's vehicle attempted to flee the scene, and fearing for public safety, an officer discharged his weapon. The driver was struck and died from his injuries. The BBC notes Maine Senator Angus King said he was initially told by DHS Chief Mark Wayne Mullen that the person who was shot dead was a target of an arrest warrant in an immigration operation. But hours later, King said Mullen called him back to say the man was actually not the target of a warrant. The Colombian embassy said it will continue to follow the case as the investigation progresses. Meantime, it's soon become a lot harder for conservation groups to sue to stop development in sensitive wildlife habitat. They point to a rule change finalized Friday by a federal agency under President Donald Trump. The move guts parts of the Endangered Species Act by redefining the term harm to exclude habitat destruction. Jewel Tomasella with the Endangered Species Coalition says this opens the door to projects that disturb wildlife habitat so long as they don't directly kill the species.
A particular project that's going to bulldoze a species home isn't technically harming the species because it's not someone shooting the animal, it's just someone taking all of their habitat. And that is when we would challenge the actual implementation of the law.
Tara Zuardo with the Center for Biological Diversity says polling consistently confirms 4 in 5 Americans support the core mission of the Endangered Species Act. She expects legal challenges when the federal government approves a development proposal using its revised definition of harm.
We know that the Trump administration and industry is going to look to abuse this by taking all the chance that they can get to destroy habitat and have unchecked activities like logging, mining, oil and gas development.
In a statement, the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service defended the change, calling the old definition of harm a misguided example of federal overreach and a burden to landowners. Next, cash register politics is alive and well in the U.S., according to a new watchdog report.
After massive spending on political campaigns and lobbying, 88 corporations that took in $105 billion in pre-tax income last year paid no federal income taxes. Researcher Eileen O'Grady with Public Citizens says combined, these companies saw a 3,000% return on their investment by avoiding nearly $22 billion in taxes they would have had to pay if not for laws passed during the first and second Trump administrations. And she says those savings allowed companies to spend even more to influence lawmakers.
So what we're seeing here is a self-reinforcing loop where corporate cash buys policy and policy pays cash back.
I'm Eric Galatis.
This is Public News Service. Oregon's largest Pride celebration is coming up this weekend, and organizations focused on uplifting LGBTQ people are spotlighting the rising food insecurity within the community.
Research from UCLA shows 18% of LGBTQ adults experience food insecurity, 4% higher than their straight peers. Brent Blackwell manages Esther's Pantry in Milwaukee and says part of the problem is that many people in the queer community don't feel safe accessing resources.
What we found very early on in my 10-year career here is that folks feel unsafe, and the waiting rooms are the areas that they're accessing the food services. And so they would rather actually go hungry than access the food services in a place that makes them feel unsafe.
Blackwell says Esther's Pantry started in the 1980s serving people impacted by HIV and now welcomes all LGBTQ people as well as immigrants. He says pantry workers don't ask for legal names and honor however people want to be identified. I'm Isabel Charlet.
And small towns in Kentucky are focusing efforts on getting vehicles to slow down and stop at intersections to help improve walkability. Our Nadia Ramlagan lets us know the city of Moorhead has plans to improve pedestrian safety by creating a dedicated drop-off zone, especially for older adults and people relying on mobility aids.
Moorhead is one of more than 24 entities across the state awarded 2026 Community Challenge grants from AARP. City Council member Edna Shack says when people are encouraged to walk, the local economy benefits.
Being able to walk places encourages people to stop in at places, which is an economic developer for whatever area they're walking in.
According to national data from the Governor's Highway Safety Association, drivers struck and killed more than 3,000 people walking during the first half of 2025.
Finally, disability rights advocates will rally in Boston today to highlight what they say is private equity's role in slowing down wheelchair repairs. which can leave users stranded for weeks and even months.
Research shows these firms have bought out dozens of smaller mom-and-pop competitors over the past decade, forcing residents to rely on just 2 national wheelchair providers for their often highly customized devices. Destiny Maxim, an organizer with the Disability Policy Consortium, says the companies are putting profits ahead of people's health.
When there is a duopoly there, there's no competition, and their profit margins are in the billions each year as they prioritize new chairs versus repairing the current ones.
Medical suppliers New Motion and National Seating and Mobility say they're working to better stock the most frequently used repair parts and provide a more predictable service experience. I'm Catherine Carley.
This is Mike Clifford for Public News Service, member and listener supported. Find our trust indicators at publicnewsservice.org.
All right now. Come on, boy. Yeah. Good boy. Yeah.
Yeah, indeed. My headphones feel funny today. I feel like I'm wearing them backwards.
That's what I thought too.
I keep switching them back and forth, and I
and
feel
they were
like they're backwards.
slipping off my head. So did somebody come in here and do something funny with these headphones?
It's somebody pranking us with our headphones. No, I don't know. I think they're fine. They're not my normal headphones. I've been keeping mine with me.
Oh.
I got special ones.
Okay.
Yes, thank you so much for joining us back again. This is, of course, your KCHW Morning Show. It is still Wednesday, July 15th, and I'm still Chuck Ritchie, and this is still Sharon Ludwig. Shane had to skedaddle off to work, but thank you so much, Shane, for joining us.
Yeah, and
again.
Paula's working this morning, too, so we're missing her.
Yep. And I don't think it's too late to sign up for those art classes she's doing over at the Aaron Huff Cultural Center. That is, I don't have the details up in front of me here. But yeah, she's doing 2 different age groups of art classes over there.
Yep.
You can contact Paula to find out more information about that. They're going to be. She's a great teacher. And they're a lot of fun. So
yeah, and lots of different skills that those kids are going to learn.
Oh,
that
absolutely.
They're learning. They were doing some tie-dyeing a couple days ago. I know.
Yeah. Which is fun. I always love a good tie dye.
Yeah.
Have you seen some of the videos? Do you ever watch any of the YouTube videos about people that do these really super elaborate tie-dyes?
No.
Some of the stuff people do with tie-dye is absolutely bonkers.
Huh.
I swear they have to have an engineering. I don't know how people figure that out. They can do this stuff.
Yeah.
It's pretty incredible. All the different ornate patterns, and people can write things and do like portraits in tie-dye.
Oh, wow.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
And I don't know how they know how to, and it's all tied up with knots and rubber bands.
Right.
I don't know how they figure this stuff out.
They're smart.
Smarter than me, I guess. Or maybe it takes like this ability to see 3, 4. I bet you they're really good chess players.
Oh, could be.
Because they can see all the steps ahead and know what's going to happen.
Yeah. So. Well, I see that Gail Sharapi is watching us, and I know she's pretty good at tie-dyeing.
Good morning, Gail.
Yeah.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
I know my tie-dye experience has been, sort of a big blob in the middle, and then I pour some ink on it, and boom, done.
Yeah.
I know there's more to it.
Lots of rubber bands.
Lots of rubber bands.
Yeah.
Oh, I know there's different techniques that are pretty simple. Like there's the lay it out, and you can kind of do like bunch it almost in triangle shapes, and then do like the pull it up in the middle. And I'm not doing a good job of describing it. But
it is an art, though.
It really definitely is.
And we're talking about art, and this community is becoming a real well-known art community.
It really is.
It started with the Arts Guild, 30 years ago or more. And we have a lot of artists who have lived here. Mm-hmm. The Arts Guild has pulled them in, and then the Creative District has even pulled in more. I just think it's wonderful what has gone on in Chewelah. People
I agree.
people were working at their homes and doing art and selling them in different venues, and then all of a sudden we find out they live here. You know, yeah.
Oh yeah, and I think it's all just part of a I could get on my soapbox. I could go on about stats and numbers and the trillions of dollars the creative economy brings into our our economy. But I do think it's all part of, and I'm not going to dive into the negative here, but you read into the local comment sections and let's not change our town, but it really it's not about changing the town. It's about really incorporating different facets of the different people who live here.
Yeah.
And giving everybody a voice, and it really does. The way I sort of see the creative economy, especially in an area like this, it fills in the gaps.
Yes.
It makes it so people can make a living doing what they love. It helps with, I'm not going to use the T word, but visitors that come to town, spend their money and then go back home.
Yeah.
And it can really be the glue in a community like this. We still need our farmers. We still need our agriculture. We still need,
teachers, nurses, doctors.
Yeah, industrial businesses. It's just all part of a bigger picture.
Yeah.
We can't rely on one industry. We've seen time and time again throughout history in small towns all over the country. You hear people, we need a big manufacturer, we need this, or we need and it's happened in Chewelah multiple times, where you get one large employer moving into town. The town relies on that one large employer, and every single time throughout history, across not just this country, across the world, that a business will eventually shut down and leave the town behind in dust.
Yeah,
so this is a way to weather that.
Yeah, even some of our we used to say our two major employers were the hospital and the school district, and both of them have cut back because of, like with the enrollment at the school, we have less and less kids.
Yeah.
And people, I don't know if people are having smaller families or if those with families go somewhere else. I know that a lot of that happens, that we have people graduate, go somewhere else, and then when they start a family, want to raise a family, they want to go back to Chewelah.
Right.
And
that's another reason where this sort of creative niche sort of fits in. There's a lot of especially younger folks that leave areas like this, and when I say nothing for them to do, I don't mean go do a fun thing. I meant like as far as opportunities.
Yeah.
Ways to make a living, ways to explore their own selves. It really sort of it gives avenues for people to want to stay around, and it gives people a place to fit in.
Yeah.
And even if they don't stick around through college, kids got to go explore. It gives more of a reason to come back, especially if they see their town thriving and being a beautiful, fun place to be.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And I do I do think it's got to be controlled as well. You can't just we don't want to be dancing around on street corners in our lederhosen entertaining people. That's not the flavor of Chewelah. I think we can, or even any of Stevens County. I think we can do it in a way that works best for the community.
Yeah.
Continues to keep our community identity, but does bring in those extra much needed industries and dollars into town.
Well, and we are different than Deer Park. We're different
Exactly.
than Colville. We're different than Springdale. So the difference is wonderful.
Exactly.
Gail says arts make our community thrive.
They really
and that
do.
is absolutely true.
They really do.
Yeah.
And I do hear, I've heard from people all the way. Of course, we are covering all of Stevens County, so we love all of them, but we are based in Chewelah. And I do talk to people from all over the state. I've talked with state lawmakers in Olympia who are like, man, what are you guys doing over there in Chewelah? You'd be surprised how often your name comes up in conversations about, these little towns on the eastern side of the state that are really doing great things.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and a lot of folks are involved have their hand in doing that. So,
yeah,
really, really exciting to see this stuff happening here.
Well, and the arts, whether they're visual arts, things that you do, drama, those kind of things just enhance your life. They just make your life better.
Absolutely.
And I had someone once interview me about living in Chewelah and being here, and I said, it's kind of I said, I'd rather be a big fish in a little pond than a little fish in a big pond. And there are things that I've been able to do in my life that only could do in Chewelah. If I lived in Spokane, I would not have been able to do those things.
Exactly.
And so there are opportunities in a little town that are just so much different. Yes, I know
you could make a difference.
Yeah, and I know people go to the big communities to make money and to do different things or pursue maybe they want to be a doctor or a lawyer or something else. But I also know there's things here in the small communities that you can make a difference. All of us can make a difference, which I can get on my soapbox about volunteering. There are so many opportunities in Chewelah that think of something you like and join that organization. Join the Lions, join the Kiwanis, join the Chamber, join the Arts Guild, join the Creative District. We could go on and on about the things that you could volunteer and join.
Or if you want to see something that's not being done, do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't have to wait for somebody else.
Yeah.
You don't have to wait for permission.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
And if it's going to take off, people will join you.
Yeah.
So, that doesn't go for everything. I mean, it's got to be something.
Yeah.
I should put qualifications around that one. Don't just do anything you feel like doing.
Exactly.
But yeah, I think there's there's still a lot of potential, but I really think what we're doing here and what we've built, the whole community here has really built something special.
Yeah.
And people that come here from other areas they come here and they put their hands on their hips and they look around. They're like, man, there is something in the water here.
Yeah.
We won't talk about the water, but there is.
Well, and some people come to the area to get away from what their life was like, whether they go to the wilderness. You can be 5 minutes out of Chewelah and be in wilderness.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty much,
You could be in Chewelah and be in wilderness.
Yeah. Or they come here and they immediately want to get involved. I'm thinking like Paula. She came here and wanted to be involved, and what a difference she's made in our community. She's just really stepped up and done things that, having been in the Center for the Arts for a while and being the president of that organization for quite a few years, people would come with ideas and I'd think, that will never work here. But I keep my mouth shut and think to myself, well, we'll see. And they made such a difference. There are things that when Catherine Patton joined our board that she suggested, and same thing, I'm rolling my eyes inside and thinking that would never work, and yet it worked.
And now you don't roll your eyes anymore, do you?
No, I don't.
You sit forward and you listen, because maybe this might be a thing.
Yeah. Instead of saying, we tried that once, it doesn't work. No, somebody else is trying it, and they can make it work.
Yep.
Or something else that they're doing. And it's kind of like the Creative District. When they first started and Bud and Diane brought that idea home and got us going on it, I just thought, this is strange and this is weird.
Oh, yeah.
But it has become a really important part of Chewelah.
Oh, yeah. Well, and one of the things I said in those early meetings that I would again have people roll their eyes at me. I can remember standing up in the meetings and saying, look, if we're not doing things with this that make people all around the state sit up and go, what are those crazy people in Chewelah going to do next? We're not doing it right.
Yeah.
and here we are.
Yeah.
I mean, crazy in a good way, though. There's the good crazy and there's the bad crazy. And I think we're the good kind.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think we're crazy at all, though.
You got to be a little crazy to be out there and to change things.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Change for the good.
Yep.
Control that change. That's important. All right. Well, thank you for that. That was fun to get on a little soapbox this morning. I wasn't expecting that. I love it. I could keep going on and on and on. Really, really quick though. I do want to let people know. Speaking of changes, we have some facade improvements happening right here at the KCHW radio station. If you happen to go by the alley, you notice there's a purple wall. Now, is that? We've had people say, is that what you're going to do? Is that your facade improvement, a purple wall? And no, there are many things to do. We have things being built off-site that are going to be installed at the end of the month, the last week of the month. We are going to have, during the first Thursday Art Walk August 6th, we're going to have a party in the alleyway here. We're going to have a live band starting at 7:30. We've got Rockabilly Space Force. They're going to be coming doing a free show for everyone in the parking lot. We're going to have treats courtesy of Emily from 49 Degrees North. Working on maybe some other things. We might have a little mocktail bar set up with some non-alcoholic beverages. Definitely not going to do the alcoholic beverages. So
right.
Don't get that out of your head right now.
Yeah.
But yeah,
the mural that you've got, is it finished or is it just in the process? Because it's really unique. It's really nice.
Yeah, it's a little space theme, a little space scene that we're going to be adding more stuff to. Pretty much the whole building is going to be covered with something or another.
Ooh,
yeah, so
fun.
Well, not the whole building, but there's going to be multiple places where we're going to have stuff.
On your end of the building is what we're talking.
Our end of the building.
Yeah.
And so we're really looking forward to doing that unveiling party, and we'd like everyone to join us August 6th. That's going to happen at 7:30, so that's the tail end of the art walk. We don't want to co-opt the whole art walk, so we want to the unveiling, we want to make sure that we have a little bit of darkness because there's going to be some special fun technology stuff that we're going to integrate with some lighting. So
fun.
We want you to be able to get the full experience. So we're going to play about 45 minutes of music, do our little ceremony, do the unveiling, and then play about another 45 minutes worth of music, wrap things up around, I'd say about 9 o'clock. So
yeah,
it'll be a fun one. So a little bit later, this next art walk, and this is a project we've been working on for a while. We got some grant funding from ArtsWA through the Creative District to make this happen.
Well, that reminds me that community celebrations.
Mm-hmm.
Scott Schlafman came to community celebrations asking for some help to start a public radio.
Yeah.
And we put up some money, and some of us on the side just kind of thought, will we ever get the money back? Will this ever go anywhere? What will happen here? And just from one man's idea, we had a little tiny radio that Jean Descharmes had done. Mm-hmm. And it just was small and didn't go anywhere. But Scott
and that radio station was KCHW 102.7.
Was it?
It was, yeah.
Wow, yeah. And Scott had the experience in radio. Mm-hmm. So he was able to capitalize on that and just think where it's come. I mean, this is amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, that
from
original
one man's idea, like you're talking about, people coming with one idea.
That original radio station actually was shut down. I believe somebody passed away, and it
would have been Gene.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it sat dormant for a while. There was no radio station within the FCC. Scott's told me the whole story. I don't remember the entire thing off the top of my head.
Yeah.
But I know that it is nearly impossible for the FCC to reissue the same call letters and the same frequency in the same area to another radio station. There was some sort of catch or some loophole in the way things were done originally that allowed Scott to capture that same frequency and that same call sign.
Yeah.
Because KCHW for Chewelah, it's pretty rare to actually get your own city, something that represents your city in your call letters. Usually they're kind of random.
Yeah, it's kind of like Chewelah.
Yeah, exactly. like you're sneezing first.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, huge. And this a lot of what we're doing with this facade improvement is sort of a subtle sort of nod to Scott.
Oh,
and
nice.
some of the things that Scott loves, and
it
may not be outward for people that don't know it, but it's in there.
Yeah,
it's in there. So.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, really appreciate and love that guy. We miss him. Hopefully, we're hoping he'll be able to make it up for the unveiling. We're not sure.
Oh, that would be fun.
But yeah, it'd be fun. At least get him up here to see it. So
yeah.
I guess he's not up. That would be over from where he is.
Oh yeah, he's in Maine, isn't he?
He is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give you his address. I'll post his address in the comment section. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do
that. Yeah, he has kind of some cabins or something that he rents. So vacation cabins. So you could show up and rent from him.
Yeah. If you're ever in the Maine area, go look him up and go rent a cabin from him. I know the Airbnb industry this year across the nation. I've heard lots of reports about how people doing the Airbnbs are actually kind of struggling. There's People people aren't traveling a lot this year.
Oh.
I know the the price of fuel has gone insane and all kinds of stuff. And
we noticed that when we went to this family reunion, we took the motorhome, and of course, every time you fill up a motorhome, it's $115 or something.
Oh yeah.
But there were places that were $1 cheaper than Washington.
Oh,
because
yeah.
we went through Idaho and then Montana and back down into Idaho.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I
some
guess
traveling, you know.
Traveling across the board, I think, is just down a little bit.
Yeah. Well, that's too bad because it's a fun way to see the United States and see the culture.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Okay, what are we also talking about? Do we have an agenda here?
We don't. We've got nothing. We're just winging it. But
because we thought we had a guest and somehow Chuck didn't remind him and they forgot.
Yep.
Yeah.
I that was on me.
Yeah.
But it was. I'm not gonna say who it was, but it would have been a great guest. We'll get him rescheduled.
Yeah.
Really looking forward to hearing what he has to say.
So you might have to get that same program that the dentist office has, that they send you reminders. You have an appointment at
an automatic reminder.
Yeah.
But we do have some national holidays and special events, and I do love reading through some of these.
Okay.
Yeah, which is kind of ironic. So yesterday was National Macaroni and Cheese Day.
Mm-hmm.
Today is National Hot Dog Day, which to me, hot dogs and macaroni and cheese are like peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah.
But last night we had hot dogs and no mac and cheese, and tonight we're gonna have mac and cheese and no hot dogs.
Oh.
So my daughter tonight is making us a special crab rangoon macaroni and cheese, based on the Asian little crab rangoon thing. Yeah. So I'm interested to see what that is. So we're gonna do that. It's also one of my favorite types of candy. It's National Gummy Worm Day. I'm a big fan of gummy candies. I love them. Do you like gummy candy? Are you?
I take some vitamins that are gummies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's the best way to get your vitamins.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite gummy candy of all time, those little peach rings. There's different brand names. They're little ring. They are peach flavored. They're usually covered in
sugar,
insane amounts of sugar, and they usually have like a little bit of sour coating on them.
Oh.
Yeah. Ooh, they're my favorite. Today's also National Give Something Away Day.
Oh.
So yeah.
So if you're trying to declutter, they tell you to start giving things away.
My wife and I were having that conversation last night. We would like to own about 25% of what we currently own.
Yeah.
We need to do a major purge.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about yard sale. I'm talking like get the moving van out, pack everything up, make all the neighbors think we're leaving, and then everything we don't want to keep, we'll just give it away, sell it, get rid of it, whatever we can, and then put everything back where it belongs.
Well, they have those challenges where you get rid of one thing the first day, 2 things the second day,
yep,
3 things the third day, and they can be little or big. I've never done that, but I've thought that would be pretty interesting because by 10, you're having to give away 10 things, find 10 things in your home. By 20, you have to give. It's like a month-long challenge.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. And I know, I do believe that hoarding is, I think it's something that's an inherited trait. Oh. And I know, unfortunately, in my family, we deal a lot with hoarding. I know it is a serious problem. And I grew up in I wouldn't call it quite a hoarding household, but pretty close to it. My parents did grow up in a hoarding household. My grandparents were pretty serious hoarders. I've got many aunts and uncles who kind of follow the same thing. So I try in my life to not slip into that. Sometimes it's hard not to, but
yeah.
I think it's good to kind of purge every once in a while.
Yeah.
And
yeah. And I've gotten rid of things,
stuff.
and there's only a few things that we've gotten rid of that I've later said, gosh, I wish I still had that. Most of the things you don't remember, you don't miss, and and you can replace.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. So
it can all be replaced. That little block of wood that's been in your garage for 10 years, yes, you may someday find the perfect use for that little block of wood, but you know what? You'll probably have other blocks of wood in your life.
Yeah.
Here's a great one. It's National I Love Horses Day. Who doesn't love horses?
Well, there's some people that are very afraid of horses.
Well, horses are very big.
Yeah, they are big.
And when a horse looks at you in the eye, it stares straight into your soul.
Ooh.
They really do.
Yeah. Well, I know they do a lot of therapy with horses. They have therapy places and stuff for all kinds of different therapy, whether you're a young kid or a PTSD or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that there's a lot of therapy.
They're definitely an animal that you feel like you're connecting with on an almost spiritual level when you just look them in the eye.
Yeah.
There's an interesting thing with horses.
My dad had horses when I was a kid, and my folks were divorced. But when we'd go visit, we'd get to ride horses, and I got to ride a horse in a parade once. You know, I was 10, I think. Went with my uncle. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Today is also social media giving day, where you're encouraged. They encourage everyone to use social media to make a difference in the world by promoting charitable giving. We're celebrating Social Media Day by using social media to promote generosity and kindness through all of our platforms. There you go. Kindness, not always something that's spread through social media.
Yeah, because sometimes I read things and somebody makes some snarky comment about it, and I'm thinking, I didn't get that out of that first.
What I wonder when people do that sometimes, what do you get out of it?
Yeah.
Making the snarky comment.
Yeah, because it's like, I didn't read that in there, and so.
And I used to be one that would argue online and do the snarky comments. And then I've realized, you know what? It's not going to do anybody any good.
Yeah.
I'm not going to change anybody's mind. Nobody's going to change my mind.
Yeah.
We're just going to argue.
Yeah.
And there's no point in that. So.
And once you put it out there, it's out there.
Exactly.
You know? So watch what you're saying.
So here's another one for our national holidays. It is National Pet Fire Safety Day.
Okay.
Which is, I do think, when we go over our safety plans and I think safety plans in general, a lot of people don't pay enough attention to make sure especially if you have kids, make sure you know exactly where to be, where to meet, what to do. Maybe teach your kids how to use those ladders that go out of the upper windows, that kind of stuff.
Right. And, we had a spot by the newspaper box across the street, and we did once in a while, not as often as we probably should have, but we'd do drills where everybody'd have to go over there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is specifically for pets, and this isn't just what to do in case of a fire. This is how to prevent some fires with pets.
Oh yeah.
So here's 8 safety tips.
Okay.
For your pets. Extinguish. Well, this is actually. This goes for candles, the stove, that kind of stuff. Extinguish open flames, especially you leave a candle sitting on the coffee table. If you're going to leave the room, make sure you turn that flame off.
Yeah.
So pets are curious and certainly not cautious. We all know that. Wagging tails haphazardly knock over candles. Curious kitties will paw at sizzling grease, quickly sending an entire kitchen up in flames. Wow. Which is true, especially cats on the counter. I know we had a cat once when I was a kid, that nearly caused a fire by just walking across the stove, realizing, oh, this is hot, and then knocking the whole pan of grease over in the flame.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, that was fun.
Not really fun.
No, that was sarcasm. So here's one. Remove the knobs from the stove. When not in use, they might accidentally get turned on. Now, our dogs are counter surfers, and they're large dogs, so they will put their 2 front paws up on the counter and see what's up there. And we don't remove our knobs, but we got some child safety little things that we put in there that keep the dogs from, because they have. It happened when about the 3rd time one of the dogs actually turned the fire on the stove.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, and I questioned that one time because we'd gotten a stove. We don't have it at home, but at the center. And it has all the knobs across the front. And so I questioned, why don't we have the knobs in the back? And somebody said that these are so that handicapped or people that can't reach in the back can use the stove.
Yeah.
And I not thought of that because you do reach over your burners to turn on the old type stoves, to turn your knobs. And so, yeah.
And I've lost many a hair on my elbow from that.
Oh, yeah.
Just kidding, all that elbow hair. Let's see. So, consider flameless candles for ambience and backup lighting in the event of a power outage. Okay. Although there is nothing that quite compares to the flicker of a candle.
Yeah. You know what? I got these light bulbs that I got accidentally, at a big box store in Spokane, and I was just replacing some 60-watt bulbs. Well, on the fine print, it says something about a backup battery. And I put them in my kitchen. When you turn off the light bulb stays lit on a dim for a while.
Wow.
And I said, wouldn't want to put that in my bedroom, you know. And so I turn off the light, and there's still enough light. And sometimes I've gotten up in the middle of the night to let the dogs out, and that light is still going. Just dim, but it's still going. So you're talking about having a backup light. Those would be kind of an interesting, you know, because they're not run by electricity. They have a little battery in them. But
interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
So here's another tip for fire prevention with your animals that I would have never thought of. This especially is outside on wooden decks. Replace glass water bowls with metal or plastic.
Oh.
Yeah, and they say they can heat up and actually start a fire. You know, kind of like using a magnifying glass in the sun. If the sun hits it just right, you can get that little hot spot and actually start a fire while you're not home.
Well, or if the dog could knock over and break the glass. You know, especially if they're, you know, some dogs grab the bowl with their teeth and shake it or whatever if it's not filled up.
Oh, will our dogs throw a fit if their water bowl is empty?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So you wouldn't want to have a glass one because you wouldn't want them to break glass or get glass in their mouths.
You know what we use? We have we had an old Instant Pot that had fallen off the counter and broke, but they have those really nice stainless steel inserts, and they're really easy to clean. And that's our dog water bowl.
Oh, that holds a lot of water.
And we will entirely fill that thing up 3 times a day.
Oh, wow. Well, you've got big dogs.
We got big dogs.
Yeah.
Yep. And then here's a good one. So store all your leashes and collars near the front entrance of your home. And when you are away, make sure to, you can block off side areas of your home. Keep your dogs in your main area, like your main living areas, your living room when you're away, if you're going to leave them inside the house. Especially, if there's an emergency, if there's a fire, they might run off into the bathroom, run off into a bedroom and hide. And if you're not around to tell the firefighters there's animals in the home, they might not know to look for them.
Wow.
So make sure that they are in an area of your home that is easily accessible and can't access your bedrooms and everything while you're gone. So,
good idea.
That is a good one. And we always put our dog groomer. We actually get him from our dog groomer. Oh, I'm going to wait because that's a couple ones ahead. I thought it was something that wasn't included, but it is. Secure young pets when away from your home. That can help avoid fire hazards. Kennel train your puppy, or put them in a pet-proofed room. Those are options. I know. Ours aren't kennel trained. I wish we would have, but we just never did.
Yeah.
There were COVID dogs. We had 2 we got them just a few months before COVID started, and then we were at home with them all the time. We never kennel trained them. But any of our dogs we've ever had in the past have been kennel trained, and
it does make a difference.
It really does.
Yeah.
Especially when they like being in their kennel.
Yes.
When their kennel becomes their safe space. Our dogs, no. You can't put them. They don't do well in a kennel. So the next one here, this is what I was going to say. Fire alert window clings. They help firefighters identify the room your pets are in and identify the number of pets in your home. You put one. I know we have one right by our front window, right by the front door, that tells how many pets are in the home. We don't say where they are, but just how many pets in the home, what kind of pets they are.
Yeah, we had those kind of things on where children's bedrooms were.
Yeah.
When the kids were at home.
Yeah, exactly. So keep it updated with the number of pets residing with you, and make sure to put your current phone number on it so they can get a hold of you.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's I've heard, there's a lot of things where if there's a fire, even if you're rushing to get out of the home, just open the door and let them out.
Yeah, yeah.
They may run off. You may, especially if you have dogs that run, you may have a hard time finding them again, but it gives them a fighting chance.
Yeah.
So,
well,
same with horses, animals, and if there's a wildfire, just open up the gates, let them go.
And you talk to any firefighter who's been on a job where they've lost animals, and it really affects them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and so, yeah.
It does. Yeah, so the last one here is, of course, have a plan when you're at home. Know which family members will be responsible for each pet. And that's a good one.
Yep.
So we got to get out of here, but there's a fun fact I want to read. About fires and dogs. Dalmatians became the official firehouse dogs in the 1700s because they had a natural calming affinity for horses.
Oh.
I've always wondered.
Yeah.
So they would run alongside the horse-drawn fire carriages to keep the horse calm and protect the equipment while the firefighters fought the blazes. According to the National Fire Protection Association, pets are responsible for starting roughly 1,000 home fires in the U.S. each year. The top offender, of course, is the accidental stove knob turn-on by curious dogs looking for leftovers, or those little bits that fall down under the grate,
Yeah.
A cat's whiskers are incredibly sensitive radar detectors. In smoking conditions, a cat uses its whiskers to detect changes in airflow currents, which can help them move away from a fire and find small escape routes or fresh air pockets near the floor, rather. Interesting. Many modern fire departments now carry specialized pet oxygen masks on their trucks. Unlike human masks, these are cone-shaped to snugly fit everything from a tiny kitten to a large retriever, saving thousands of animal lives every year.
Wow.
Yeah. So thank you for our firefighters for doing that.
Yeah.
And we are out of time for the show today. It is 9:03, so we're going to let you guys get out of here. I'll let you get out of here. I know you got stuff to do.
I do.
We want to thank everyone out there for listening, everyone for joining us on Facebook. Thank you, Sharon, for coming in. Thank you, Shane, for coming in and telling us about the special education or Special Olympics fundraiser, which is happening Saturday at the Super One parking lot. You can go hose down a local law enforcement officer or firefighter. It sounds like a fun one. I believe it's the Cop on Top fundraiser they're doing over there at the Super One parking lot on Saturday.
Yep.
So if you're going to be in the area, make sure to swing by, help out Special Olympics. It's a good one. Alrighty, with that said, let's get out of here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Really appreciate you guys. This has been your KCHW Morning Show right here on KCHW 102.7 with me and Sharon. Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Oh, click the button. There we go.
It's 9:05.
Your KCHW Morning Show, made possible by a donation from God-Fearing Brothers Auto Center. God-Fearing Brothers specializes in auto services, including repair, maintenance, and detailing. They also stock a full selection of tires, make glass repairs, offer towing, and have an auto sales lot on the corner of Highway 395 and Main Street at the light. For more information, you can visit the Auto Service Center at 806 East Main in Chewelah. Find them online at godfearingbrothers.com